Welcome everyone to the Learning Tube. This is Ava and we're back with another exciting Learning Tube session. Now we're going to be looking on crafting prompts for every mind. Have you ever thought about that? That you're crafting a prompt, you're creating a prompt, you're writing a prompt based on how you think or how whomever you're doing the results for the output based on how they think. Have you ever thought of that? So we're going to be looking on different cognitive styles that exist. So you know that we all approach things differently, right? We're not the same. We're the same in some ways, but we approach certain problems differently. Agree? Yes, and AI can do so as well. So we're going to look at how we can create different prompts that resonate with various cognitive styles, making your AI interactions more effective and insightful. Did you know that? Or have you been prompting based on a cognitive style? And does anyone know an example of a cognitive style? Think about learning style. So what kind of learners do we have? Or what kind of learner are you? I'm sure you've seen this along the way. Now, everybody knows visual learners. I learn by seeing. I need to see what you're talking about. Just by you talking, it doesn't make it clear. Yes? No. All right? So we have visual learners. So can somebody tell legally attractive that the mic is on? The mic is on. All right, so you have visual learners. What other type of learners? So we see hands-on. All right. So bearing in mind the kind of learner that you have, you can actually create your prompt in a way that you're appealing to those people. Oh, yes, the mic is off. Yes, yes. So you're going to type your answer. All right. Legally attractive. You're going to type your answer so that we can have some control of the meeting because we have a lot of people on. We mute everybody. All right. So what kind of learner are you? Legally attractive. I mean, I love the name. Legally attractive. Oh my God. Okay, audio. Thank you. Thank you. So you learn by hearing. Thank you. All right. So hands-on, Sarah said. Visual, Cynthia. All right. Perfect. Now, what we're going to be looking on in this example. Now, I tried to think of an example that everybody or most of us could relate to. And we're going to be looking on the different kinds of learning styles, or I should say cognitive styles, the way we think. So not necessarily learning style, but the way you think in this example. Now, you notice this image right here? What's going on here in this image on the right? What's going on? What is going on over there? What do you see on the image on the right? We see people laughing. We see some conversation, friends having a good time. I see some, I don't even know what kind of food that is, but it looks good. It's lunchtime, depending on where you are. Julian, you see brainstorming. You see all of that and you see brainstorming going on over there. So in other words, people are having, I like the thinking, you know. I like the thinking. I'm looking on the right-hand side of the screen where you have these people around a table. So you have friends gathering. Do you see my mouse moving? All right. So there's an image there. So look and see. But I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to share this with you so you can have it to look at. So people communicating. He's thinking a work lunch. All right. Oh, a working lunch. Okay. All right. So you guys gave a wide variety of answers, some unexpected. But guess what? It's actually a dinner party going on. Now, when you are planning a dinner party or hosting by the way, has anybody ever hosted a dinner party? Meaning you have some friends over and you give them something to eat. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Now, what do you think about? What do you think about when you're planning something like this? What do you think about? What comes to your mind? So depending on what comes to your mind, you're giving a dead giveaway of the kind of cognitive style you have. So some people think about the food, the tablescape, what people eat, don't eat, all right? I saw somebody said the ambiance, allergies, date and time, all right? Drinks, music, yeah, you get the drift, right? So you're saying, no, we think differently. David is thinking who can mesh with each other because you don't want to have people who are clashing and having arguments going on at your dinner party. So Sarah, you said who you're inviting, the food, the space, the music, decorations, enough food, yes, dietary preferences, allergies, music, all right? So you notice that you're all here thinking differently about the dinner party. Julian says drinks. Anna Marie says music. And Elaine says date and time. Zelda says relationships deepening. All right. So we think about different things. We have it says your phone name, Hawaii. It's the theme and the ambiance. And David says age groups. So based on how you're thinking, you're gonna see what kind of cognitive style you are. So we all think differently, and it's a great thing. We don't want to be the same. And AI can adapt to your thinking style if you know how to prompt it. So did we have anyone prompting based on cognitive styles here? When you created your prompts, were you thinking of certain cognitive styles when you did your prompt, or were you just asking ChatGPT, give me this, give me that, work out that, do that? All right. So after today, you're going to think about the cognitive style that you want for the results. All right. So we're going to be looking on the first cognitive style, which is, and by the way, these aren't set in stone. They may be known by a different name, but similar. All right. So we have visual thinkers. Remember you told me visual? You're seeing the whole picture. So you grasp information best when it's presented graphically. You like diagrams, charts, tables, and timelines that show relationships at a glance, making complex data immediately understandable. Where are my visual learners, visual thinkers, I should say? Remember, we're doing on the cognitive. So not necessarily how you learn, but we could look at that as on the learning side too. So who are the visual ones? The ones that named visual, that's who you were? I don't know. All right, so we're gonna look at this image right here. All right. Now this presentation was created by Gam.app, of course, with me feeding it information. But here we have a layout of a dinner party. It says detailing a dinner. All right. And we have some time and some diagrammatic things. So they're just giving an example of what a visual learner would be. So look at the example of the prompt they gave that you can do for a visual thinker. And I apologize for going between thinker and learner. We are looking at cognitive styles. So thinker. So it says plan me a dinner party for 6 people and present it as a visual table or chart showing timing, dishes, and setup. All right. So suppose you didn't even know how to create a prompt for visual thinkers. I'm going to give you an example of how you could do that. So what you would do, we're going to go over to trusted ChatGPT, and I've done it already for you. So what I did, I copied the definition of what that particular cognitive style was. So it says visual thinkers, we said it already, right? You grasp information best when it's presented graphically and all those things. Then I gave a prompt example. So whatever prompt you wanted to come up with, you would put it here. So in this case, this is the prompt. It doesn't even matter that it's the actual prompt that's written for visual thinkers, but I'm asking it. Please rewrite the prompt example and make it better and more suited to give results for a visual thinker based on the definition of a visual thinker. So look what it did. It says, here's the rewritten version. It went down and said, create a clear visual plan for hosting a dinner party for 6. Present the details in a table, timeline, or chart that shows the sequence of preparation tasks, cooking times for each dish, and setup activities. Can a prompt like that help you for your dinner party? It says the format should highlight relationships between timing, food preparation, and table setup so I can see everything at a glance. So when they look at whatever this creates, it's like, oh my gosh, this is my dinner party in a diagram. So it's showing you that the version that we asked it to write, it's breaking it down and tells you that, okay, for clarity, you want a visual plan. For the visual structure, you want table, timeline, chart. For relationships, it points out connections between timing, food prep, and setup, and at a glance understanding, tailored to how visual thinkers process information. And you know that ChatGPT loves to over deliver. So it says, listen, would you like me to refine this into a few alternative prompt templates? So based on specific things. So it's going to write a timeline focused prompt, a chart focused prompt, or a table focus prompt, right? So I said, okay, give me a timeline focus prompt. And of course, we're going to test out these prompts to see what it's going to give us. So it says, design a timeline for a dinner party of 6. Show when each task should happen, including cooking steps for each dish, table setup. You get the idea, right? And here we have chart focus prompt, plan a dinner party, and we want to present the details in a visual chart. And here now we have the table. All right, so let's test out the first general prompt that it gave us. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it into a new chat. All right. So I could have used the chat that I have there, but I'm going to go back so we can look at what we want. So I don't want to disturb that chat. Okay. So here I am. So I'm going to paste this prompt. Remember, we could use the microphone here and read our prompt if we wanted to. So let us see what results we're going to get. Anna Marie, great for Thanksgiving. Yes, Thanksgiving is coming up in the United States. So yes, I mean, I didn't even think about that, Anna Marie. I could pretend that I did to seem like I'm a genius, but I actually didn't. But I asked for an example that everybody could relate to. And we know we need food. We always need food. So food is what everybody can relate to. So let's see what it gives us. All right, let's see. Are you excited to see what ChatGPT gives us? Because I didn't test out any of these prompts. So we're seeing them together for the first time. But as we said, we want to see what it does for a visual thinker. All right, so it looks like it's really analyzing. So it gave me a table. So it says 2 p.m. Grocery shopping is a task. And notes, ensure all perishables are fresh. Then it says 2:30. You're going to prep the appetizers, cutting it, chopping it up, dip, and all these good stuff. All right, so it breaks down the timeline for this dinner party. And here it's even asking, do you want a color-coded chart like for the food prep? Hey, why not, right? Let's see. The sky's the limit. You know that ChatGPT likes to give suggestions. So let's see what it does. So you see, it's showing you a breakdown. Instead of having like this in a paragraph, it's showing you in a table format where at a glance, you can see, oh, where's 3 p.m.? That's what's going to happen. Okay, at 6 o'clock, I'm going to tidy the kitchen and all these things. Right? So for the visual learners, do you like something like this? Like a plan like this? Does this help? Instead of seeing paragraphs, you know, when you see paragraphs, all your eyes see are words. You're totally confused. Now, I'm not sure what it decided to give us here, but it didn't give us the right thing here. ChatGPT failed us here. So we're going to tell it, listen, ChatGPT. Hey, Chatbuster, can you redo that chart? The color-coded chart. It does, I don't even know what that is. I want it to look like what you're representing, a color-coded chart, and clear to me what you are representing with each color. All right, so let's see so much. I have to tell it time for a break and come back later for step by step. Yes, it over delivers. All right, so let's see. Because of course, no tool is perfect, and sometimes you don't get what you want in the first instance, and you have to tell it again, tweak it back and forth. So you know the drill already. We are all AI tool users, and you know the steps to follow for that to get what you want. All right, so while it's generating over here, I'm gonna go back over to my crafting prompts. All right, so so this was the example that it gave. Obviously, it's not perfect, but it's giving an example of what it could be. So it says likely output. It's going to be a chronological timeline chart, clearly mapping out each step of the preparation to serving, allowing for quick comprehension of the party flow. All right, so what's going to start with, what's going to come in the middle, when are you going to serve dinner, when are the guests going to arrive, when are you going to make the food, when are you going to buy the food, and then what time you're going to start lounging, party time, dancing time, whatever you had planned. And it says for visual thinkers, showing is more powerful than telling. They want to connect concepts and processes visually. All right, so let's see. Woo! My gosh, I don't really like the colors it chose, but you get the drift, right? I mean, that was bright. Let me open it and see what it looks like. That's real bright, bright. Well, you get the idea. You get the idea, right? You get it? It's real bright. I'm blinded right now. I need some sunglasses. That yellow is popping. So you see here it says 7:30, serve main course, but you see it got the color code wrong. Everything is in yellow. So you would obviously tell it to make certain things. You have to help chatbuster sometime, He needs help sometimes, Since he's a man, how men can be colorblind sometimes, don't it, ladies? I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. All right, so you get the idea. So let's go back to our presentation. So the other kind of style, I should say, is an analytical thinker. Robert, I said I was joking. Analytical thinkers. So who are the analytical thinkers? I mean, I envy you guys, because I don't even know what kind of thinker I am. But I know for sure it's not analytical. Not analytical. If I see analytical, I'm running away. My brain doesn't work like this. I'm kind of detail oriented with some things, but we'll see. Okay, so only one? Only Barnett is analytical. Who else? No more analytical. We had a lot of visual thinkers. All right, so Deb. So David, all right, Katrina, Crystal, you are an analytical thinker. Kudos to you. All right, so let's look and see. So analytical thinkers, you break down the problems, evaluate options, and seek logical consistency. They require structured information, data, and evidence to make informed decisions. So an example for this dinner party, remember, dinner party is the example for everything, but it's writing the prompt based on the kind of thinker that we're looking for the results. So with this one, if you're an analytical thinker, we're saying plan a dinner party for 6 people, include cost breakdown, time estimates, and pros and cons of cooking versus ordering out. Did you know you can order in for a dinner party? Who knew that? You don't got to cook the food yourself. You don't have to cook the food yourself. It's even better if you order out because you get to relax more and just wait for your guests to turn up. And of course, hopefully the food comes on time. So you can be the warmer. You can be the food warmer, as in keep the food warm so that they have a hot meal. So don't think that dinner party has to have you slaving over the stove. So for those who Thanksgiving is coming up, I mean, how dare I say order takeout for Thanksgiving, right? Thanksgiving should be home cooked. Doesn't have to be. So you have the mobile chefs. Yes. All right. So let's look and see. So you saw what I did with the other one. I copied the definition for the prompt. All right. For the thinker. So let me copy this over. All right. So, and then I asked it what you can do to rewrite it to make that particular prompt more analytical. All right. So same thing I'm going to do. I'm going to do it in a new chat. So you'll soon see it pop up. You soon see it pop up. All right. So let's paste what I want. I have my screen paused. That's why you don't see anything going on. But I'm over there now. All right. Okay. So analytical thinker. So you see me have it there. And then I am going to, oops, I pressed enter too quickly. I pressed the enter too quickly. All right, I'm going to paste it back. And then I'm coming over here now, back to Visual Thinker. So remember, I have this right here. I'm telling it to prompt so that it can rewrite for me. All right, so it doesn't matter if it's in the next line beside it. So I'm going to go back over here to get my prompt that I had in the presentation so that we can see what that looks like. All right, so let's see how ChatGPT makes it better. Remember, you can start with something and ChatGPT can make it better for you, tell you what to have. All right, so let's paste it. So it says, plan me. Where was it? Ooh. Do I have everything? Oh, I didn't come with the I pasted the wrong thing, guys. Let me go back for it. Let's go back for that. So do you think it's a good idea to be prompting based on the kind of thinker? Do you think you'll reach people more if you're getting the kind of results that they can resonate with? Because you're giving a visual thinker what they can understand, what they prefer. Instead of giving them how you understand it, you can give them how they would understand it. All right. So yes, I get some yeses. All right, great. All right. So let me see what's going on here, because I think I'm doing a nonsense. All right. So let's take this part out and paste this. Okay. So I gave it what an analytical thinker was, and I'm giving it an example. And I said, please rewrite the above example and make it better suited for analytical thinkers. All right? For analytical thinkers. Okay? All right. We're ready? Yes. For definition of all right, ready. Let's see what it gives us. So it's rewriting it. So it's going to tailor it to what I want. So it says, design a detailed dinner party plan for 6 guests. Provide 1, a structured cost breakdown for cooking at home versus ordering out. Then it says 2, time estimates for preparation, cooking, and cleanup. I wonder if I'm analytical for true, because I work based on time, you know. So if the thing don't cook within the time that I think it will cook, I guess I won't have a properly cooked meal. I'm a time cooker. And somebody who really knows to cook say, you can't cook by time. But yeah, I say, okay, the chicken is going to take 30 minutes to cook. The potatoes are going to take 20 minutes to cook. That's how I cook. I don't know how to cook any other way. So maybe I'm analytical for real. And then it has a pro and con analysis for each option. Then it says a final recommendation based on efficiency, cost effectiveness, and overall guest experience. Oh my gosh, the analytical thinker. Oh, it's a lot of work. So it broke it down. So it says that the structure is you have numbers, what information should be included, right? Explicitly numbers, all right? And then you have the cost breakdown. So you have evidence and then guides logical comparison. You want to ask the recommendation based on criteria. So working out if you want to home cook or order out. Aligns with analytical needs, encourages systematic evaluation and avoids vagueness. All right. So let's copy our prompt and see what it gives us. And as I said before, remember trial and error, you will tweak your prompts accordingly until you get the results that you want. So let's see what it says. No. All right. Ready for this one? No. Wow. You see what's going on here? So it says dinner party for 6. So it says cooking at home. Category. These are the ingredients. This is what estimated cost. Even notes, guys. Assuming mid-range groceries, approximate, optional. Who's the analytical thinker? You like this? Ordering takeout. So it has these things here and then the money. So you see that 190 is the estimated cost if you cook at home. Is that what it is? Sorry, here, 120 if you cook at home and ordering out 190. Then it's even working out how much per guest. Oh my God. Who likes this? Does a visual thinker like this too? Because this is breaking down things, but it's too analytical, right? Yes. So here we have time estimates. So the menu planning is going to take 1.5, 1.5 to 2 hours. And you're going to browse or order online. So Robert, you like it? All right. So a lot of people liking it. Yes. All right. Okay. So cleanup time too, So 1 to 1.5 hours to clean up at home. And if it's takeout, it's 0.5 to 1 hour. And we know that 0.5 is 30 minutes, right? Pros and cons. All right. So for those who are going to do Thanksgiving, I'm helping you out, right? I'm helping you out now with the prompts to use to plan your family dinner, your Friendsgiving. Your Friendsgiving. Jean, yes? Deb, you're going to hire somebody to clean up also. Yeah, for the takeout, right? Because if you're taking in takeout, hire somebody to come clean, yes? Why not? Exactly. All right, so David, you're saying, can you imagine if you create a mega prompt that creates and combines the output? All right. David, you lost me. All right, thank you, David. I'm lost. Yes, analytical thinker, David. Thinking way gone my brain. All right, so let's see the pros and cons. So cooking at home, lower cost per guest, customizable menu, because you can look at the dietary needs and preferences. But we know that nowadays, because people are on the health trend and stuff, more restaurants and places have other options. So maybe you can find some things, but definitely if you're doing it yourself, you can fit in all dietary needs. Home cooked, special experience value. Okay. Potentially healthier because you have the control over ingredients. Because when all is said and done with takeout, we don't know what they're putting in it. All right, so the cons now, high time commitment, definitely, right? Risk of cooking, mishap, stress for those who cook, the heat. Well, I guess if you have air, you don't have the heat, but it's still hot. Requires space and equipment. So, Jean, you enjoy your own cooking, all right? More extensive cleanup. All right, let's see the order note now. Who's the order out, people? So give me O if you're all about ordering takeout, or C, cooking at home. And we're not necessarily saying Thanksgiving, because I know that with Thanksgiving, the appeal is, home cooked and such. So just in general. So ordering out or cooking at home. So let's look at the ordering takeout now. Saves time and effort, consistency and professional quality of dishes, less stress. You can focus on your guests. Cleanup is minimal. Higher cost per guest, limited customization. You have dietary restrictions are harder. Potential delivery delays, true, because you're hungry and the food cannot reach. And if you order it too early, it's going to be cold and you have to go reheat it. All right. And less personal touch. All right. So have to cook help with cost. All right. So there is superb takeout, great professional chefs. All right, Anna Marie, both. All right. Okay. We see a lot of cook and we have both. Home cooked is more nutritional. It is. It is. Well, it depends on what you're cooking at home. Because I can cook some fried chicken and some chips in a lot of dip and bake a triple decker chocolate cake with icing and sprinkles. So it depends on what you're cooking at home. All right, so you're making me hungry, guys. So it has this here, breaking it down. The final recommendation. So if efficiency and guest interaction are priorities, choose takeout. See, breaking it down and all of these things. So it's really, truly analyzing the entire process. Do you agree? Really analyzing it, all right? So it's giving you your pros and cons. It's giving you enough information there to help you decide what you want to do, all right? So we looked at the visual thinker. We looked at the analytical thinker. Let's look and see what other kind of thinker we have. What kind of thinker you think? What kind of thinker do you think? Let's look and see. All right, so let me just put this back up. So we looked at analytical. So we're going to go to the next one. And we have, let me see if anybody gets it, the auditory. As I said, it doesn't have every kind of thinker. So that doesn't mean we don't have that kind of style. But in this case, we have the creative thinkers. Where are my creative thinkers? Where are my creative thinkers? So with this one, creative thinkers strive on novelty, metaphors, and imaginative scenarios. They prefer information that sparks inspiration, makes connections, and in the unique and engaging ways. All right, so I'm a creative. All right, so Jean creative. Candice, that's you. Yep, all the way. All right, Susan. All right. Okay, so without even thinking, what would a creative thinker think about when it comes to planning? The main thing. We know the example they gave here about, describing like a fun story where each dish is a character in an adventure or whatever. But what do you call that? What is the creative thinker really thinking about? Starts with a T. What's the creative thinker really thinking about when it comes to a party? What are they thinking about? A theme. Susan is really a creative thinker. A theme. They're going to have, yes, Candice, you're going to want to have some sort of theme because the party have to sell off, if you know that term. That's slang. All right, so that's okay, Angela. This session is recorded, so you can catch what you missed. All right, so the creative thinker is going to have a theme. All right. So let's look and see what we can get where the dinner party is concerned. All right. So let me try it a different way now to show you that there are different ways to do it. So we're going to, as I said, do it together. So we're going to do it together. So we're going to copy the definition of a creative thinker. All right. And I'm going to come over here, open my chat. I'm going to drop it in here. All right. So let's look and see what we're doing here. I'm going to try something different now. So you see, I have the creative thinker definition. So I'm going to talk to Chatbuster now and say, hey, Chatbuster, I am planning a dinner party for people, 6 people, and I want to use the creative thinker style with creating this prompt. Can you help me, please? I want to create a prompt for planning a dinner party for 6 using the creative thinker style. All right, so let's see what it does. So I want to see if we just ask it, right? Just ask it and see what it gives us. We don't put a prompt in it, we're just saying we want a prompt for whatever, do it in that style. So let's see what it does. All right, so creative thinker. All right, no problem then. Imagine you're a creator of an enchanted evening. No man, it gone far. Guys, where is this going? Dinner, 6 travelers from different worlds, real or imagined, converged at one magical table. Each guest arrives with their own story, flavor, and spark of mystery. Your task is to design the dinner party as if it were a living piece of art. Create a theme that ties with together. Where am I? Create a theme that ties them together. Invent a menu that feels like edible poetry. Wow. Choose a setting that transforms ordinary space into a wonderland. And weave in activities that spark curiosity and laughter. My gosh. My gosh. Think in metaphors. Let the food tell a story and make the atmosphere feel like stepping into another realm. How will you turn this dinner for 6 into an unforgettable narrative woven with taste, sound, and imagination? That's too much. What is it, guys? Chad is gone over the rails, right? It feels impossible, right? So we can tell you that, yeah, it sounds very expensive. It sounds like they're making another world, right? So let's tell it to keep it simple. I like that prompt, but guess what? Keep it simple. Keep it simple. So remember, it's a dinner party for 6. How could I do this dinner? How could I have a prompt for this dinner party with 6 people? Keep it simple, but I want to think about the creative thinker while writing this prompt. Because ChatGPT think that it's what you call it there now? Shakespeare, and who else do those other kind of, yeah, it's very exhausting, right? I wonder if ChatGPT thought he was writing a book. I tell you, man. Thank you. So here it doing the same kind of thing, but not so bad. So it says, plan a dinner party for 6 as if it were like a story. It's just stuck with that story theme, isn't it, guys? Oh my gosh. Give the evening a theme or metaphor, like a garden of ideas, a cosmic feast, or a journey across flavors. Anyway, we know that the creative thinker is going to think outside of the box, some kind of theme and such. All right, Deb, thank you. I like that one. A Jamaican reggae dinner party. Deb, I wonder why you chose that. Maybe include the budget for the theme and so on. All right, centered dinner to add it to it. Okay. So let's put in the theme and the budget that Candice said. All right. So we're going to say, and tell it. All right. So guess what? I'm going in a different direction. I like the idea that you gave me, but I want to go in a different direction. I want a Jamaican reggae dinner party for 6 people, and the budget is gonna be $50 US, right? And I want it ital food And I want 2 Rastaman chefs. And please include as an appetizer some cow foot soup. That should be on the menu. All right, so we're writing this in the creative thinker style. Guys, I was just looking in the chat and saying, what are they saying? So let's see what it gives us. We're just having a little fun, but you know that when you're doing it, you'd go back and forth and do your chat buster locks. Look where them gone now, guys. One love supper. A reggae feast for 6. Picture it. Your living room transforms into a yard in Kingston. The table is draped in green, gold, and red. Where the red come from, guys? Where the red come from? For Jamaicans, where the red come from? Our flag is, I forget a while ago. Sorry, I had a mind blank. I know my flag. Black, green, and gold. Oh, the Rasta colors. Oh, yes. I forget says who they said the Rasta man? It was David. Yes, you, David. So that's the Rasta colors for true. All right. So and that we're talking about people with locks. In this case, for those I want to make sure I'm using the terminology that you understand. So a vinyl of Bob Marley spins in the background. The bass line making the glasses hum. What a glass them all hum? 2 Rasta chefs preside like storytellers, weaving wisdom into every stir of the pot. Mister that food is gonna taste good. All right, so who asked for the cold food soup? So the appetizer. So this was Candice's budget, right? Candice, because what your budget can give us. All right, so appetizer is cold food soup, and it's gonna be slow simmered, hearty, and rich. All right. And the main plate is gonna be rice and peas, jerk chicken. Yes, guys, I'm 100% Jamaican, but I don't like jerk chicken. All right. Or tofu for ital vibes. Who wanted the ital again? That was David, I think that was David. You get the drift. You guys get the drift, right? And then they said the Rastaman chefs, think of them less as cooks, more as culinary. I don't even know what that word is. What's a griot guy? Or what in the world is that? But they ask ChatGPT, what's going on there? What? Red pea soup and manish water? Wait there. We have some Jamaicans in the house. Are you a Jamaican, Beth? Or you just know about Jamaican food? All right, so the creative twists, guests aren't just eating, they're in a song. Each course is paired with a reggae track. Cold food soup with Stir It Up. Stir it up. It's like, oh, little darling, stir it up. All right, so jerk chicken with what is now? One love. One love. One heart. All right. Banana fritters with 3 little birds. 3 little birds were on my doorstep. For those who know Bob Marley songs. All right. So by dessert, everyone's not just full, they're swaying, singing, and feeling. Irie. My God. Guys, is this a creative thinker plan or what? My gosh. Thank you, Beth. Let me look and see the definition that she got for me. Deb, you got the definition for me? And Beth. So they're verbal historians with origins in Africa. Why I never hear that word in my entire life. And I've been around a long time. All right, guys. So what do you think about that? Like the creative thinkers, that is really outside of the box, right? ChatGPT went hard with that. So you see that they can plan you a party out of this world or right here in the island of Jamaica, man. Right? Oh, so Jean is Antiguan and Jamaican. Oh, yeah. You are Antiguan and you have Jamaican friends. All right. Yes, man, the island. That's how they say Jamaicans talk, don't it? But I don't talk like that. I can't even mimic a Jamaican accent because I don't even know the ones that they've shown on TV. I'm like, who in the world is that? Everything mon. We end everything with mon. You feeling good, mon? You liking the class, mon? Give me a 1 in the chat if you're liking the class, man. All right, we're just having some fun. All right, so this is the critical thinker, right? Not critical, sorry, creative thinker. Creative thinker. So we realize, yes, man, Deb, we realize the creative thinker is really like you guys, the creative ones. But we know this. A lot of us know creatives, right? Who has friends that are creatives? We know that they're just different. So ChatGPT nailed it when it did that creative, that party. So we combined the prompt and told it what we wanted, right? So we combined, well, not even we, you combined your efforts and did that prompt. Yes? All right. So let's look at the last ones. As I said, we're not saying that these are the only cognitive thinkers, but these are the ones that we're going to be looking on for today. We couldn't look at every single thing that exists, don't it? We're just looking on some of them. All right. So let's look at the last one. So the last one right here we have is a practical thinker. Who are my practical thinkers here? Give me a peek. Who are my practical thinkers? All right. So Jeannie said your oldest daughter and granddaughter are quite creative. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Practical thinkers. So Anna Marie, you're practical and visual. All right. Let's see. Let's see about the practical thinker. So the practical thinker prioritizes clear, actionable steps. They seek straightforward instructions, checklists, and direct paths to task completion, valuing efficiency above all. I think I'm a practical thinker, guys. Here's an example. Give me a simple step-by-step checklist for hosting a 6-person dinner party, including shopping, setup, cooking, and cleanup. Does that sound like you, practical thinker? So Tammy, you are practical and visual as well. All right. I forget about the pronunciation, so I don't want to mess it up. So I don't remember. You know what? I'm trying. So you're practical too. All right. Practical and visual for Frida. Okay, so let's drop
I
in
have
this.
been trying to change it. I could not.
Oh, you couldn't? I think I can
No,
change it. Oh, you didn't get to change it.
no.
Mm. But did you see the option, any option to rename and such?
Yes,
What are you think?
I hover over my name. Click on
Oh, guess
more.
what?
Yeah.
Let me check and see something. I think I may be the culprit, I
Okay.
may be the culprit. Maybe I don't have the option on to allow you to do so. So let me just double check just to see.
Okay.
Oh, yes, it says you can rename yourself. But you said you click the 3 dots and what happened?
Um, the 3 dots same, he gave me, let me tell you what he said. He said copy, quote, and delete. That's all.
Oh, that sounds like you're not in the right area. It will say that if it's in the chat itself. But
Uh,
yeah, we can do it another time. But
okay.
try it
Okay.
out on other Zooms and see. So remember, participants,
Uh-huh.
see your name, hover, you'll see a blue mute button, and you
Mm-hmm.
will see the 3 dots. And you
Okay.
should see rename. All right. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank
All right, so
you.
let me start wrapping up now. Okay, so the practical thinker. So we're gonna drop in the prompt and ask it to rewrite it so that we can have a prompt that we can work with. Yes? All right. So let's see, because that creative took us out. Right? Who like that creative? I'm telling you. Who wants that party, by the way? Who's coming to that dinner party? They said 6 people, but I have a feeling that a lot of you are gonna want to come. Yes? It said 6, but I'm sure it will be flooded. Oh boy, let me see who wants to come. All right. Okay, I have a lot. 6. Do we have 6? You're gonna crash the party. All right, then. All right, so I'm gonna paste everything here. So I have the definition and I have the sample prompt. I remember we're telling it to do what? Rewrite and make it better suitable for a practical thinker. All right. So I said I'm going to give you the link to the slide. It's going to be included with the recording so that you can see the definition for the different kinds of cognitive styles. All right. As I said, these aren't the only ones, but we're just looking on 4. All right. Practical thinker. All right. Okay. Let's see what it gives us. So I'm saying rewrite the prompt example. Okay. Let's see what it gives us. All right. That's it. You notice how it's short? Practical. It's just practical, right? It's just practical. So here it says create a clear step-by-step checklist for hosting a dinner party of 6 people. Break it down into shopping, that. It didn't change much, did it? It didn't change. Wasn't that the same prompt? Wasn't that it's practically the same prompt. I mean, it was just so to the point already. All right, so rewrite that prompt. We want more detail, man. Rewrite the prompt with more detail. Okay, so we want more. We want more. Okay, let's see what it does. So it says, give me a detailed step-by-step checklist for hosting a dinner party for 6 people. Organize it into sections. Shopping, list all the groceries. Setup, so and so. Cooking, what to cook. This looks similar to the analytical, don't it? Clean up. Would you like me to turn it into an actual checklist? I'm just going to say yes just to see what it gives us. So practical thinkers avoid fluff. I'm telling you, they stick to the point. David, it didn't even change anything. It did not even change much. So I'm going to drop this now as its own prompt because I'm saying that was really to the point. So you see here, it gives us a checklist. But I was wondering if it will give us a true checklist that we could, do the little check. So I said, do you want me to create a printable? Let's see what it does. Because nowadays, ChatGPT 5 always want to create some printable PDFs. So let's see what it does. I haven't really seen it do an amazing job with it. But let's see. Let us see what it did. All right, so let's see what it did. Oh, it is not too bad. But it's having the checkbox with the bullet. That's too much. That's overkill, right? All right, so let's look at what the prompt gives us now. So let me drop in the prompt. Let's see. So here's a detailed step-by-step. Okay, so it's just giving us back this, similar thing. So with the shopping, we have the groceries. So let me look and see if that's what it gave us up here. So if it's just giving us back what we had here. No, okay, so it's breaking down the groceries, the drinks. Where are we? All right, so you know that for groceries, you're going to have proteins, chicken breast and all that, vegetables. So it's telling you what to buy for the menu, drinks, supplies, equipment check. Equipment? I never heard anybody refer to plates as equipment. But basically, we know it's what you need. So it's telling you how to do the setup. So we see practical. You want to know every detail and breakdown of exactly what you're going to be doing all next morning, immediately after the guests leave, or you have a next morning going on. So apparently you're too tired to clean up right after the dinner party. So you're going to do something the next day. So Anna Marie, I need to get chat to help me with house cleaning and maintenance. Of course it can. Cause who you gonna call? Let me see if anybody remembers. Who you gonna call? So you just tell it exactly what you want it to help you with and give you a strategy. Thank you guys. All right, let's try that. Let's end with that, Anna Marie. Let's see. So let's see. Let's test it out. Let me see what you say you want. All right. So let us try this. All right. So hey, Chatbuster, I need a strategy for cleaning my house. I have a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house with a patio. Give me a strategy for cleaning this house. Give me some cleaning tips. Give me some cleaning products. I just want a clean house and I want to know how to get it done efficiently. Anna Maria, I forgot to ask you what kind of house you had and what kind of style you want it in. You think analytical thinker for this one? So take a photo of the area. Yeah, we could do that too, David. Take a photo of the area and upload it and ChatGPT can give you a plan and strategy. All right, so I hear that I must give it analytical. Some people say practical. So yes, do that. So Angela never thought of utilizing chat. Yeah, of course. Hello, listen. What did I say in the last session I did? Not last week, but the other week. Anything that you want help with? Who you gonna call? Remember, Chatbuster. All right, so create this prompt. All right, so create, not the prompt. not the prompt. I, all right, am an analytical thinker, so provide results that suit this style. So I'm just mixing it up, all right? So before we're looking on how we could write the prompt for an analytical thinker, but now I'm just telling it that I'm an analytical thinker, all right? So how we can results that suit this style, this cognitive style, all right? Cognitive style. Yes, man, you can upload pictures and make Chat GPT analyze it and see what's what. All right. So since you're an analytical thinker, I'll give you a structure. You see what's happening, guys? It knows the kind of thinker I am, and it's writing the prompt, the results accordingly. That breaks things into phases, provides efficiency tips, and suggests reliable products. Remember, I asked you for products too? This way, you'll have a repeatable cleaning algorithm. I never think I'd say cleaning algorithm in the same sentence. A cleaning algorithm for your 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house with a patio. So the cleaning strategy, Anna Marie, are you ready? All right. So obviously this is not your house, but remember David said you can upload the picture of the different rooms and ask for suggestion, or you can even tell it what the room is, size of the room, etc. All right. So here it has the preparation phase. Gather your tools. It's starting from the beginning, you know. Gather your tools in your cleaning caddy so that you don't waste time searching for it. Open the windows for ventilation. Never spray. And the place is locked up. It's gonna make you breathe in the fumes of stuff. All right. Ready to allocate the task to someone else. All right. So you can give them basically an SOP of your cleaning strategy. All right. So declutter, top to bottom, dry to wet method, room by room workflow. It says that in bedroom, one of the bedrooms, they're going to strip and replace the bedding, dust furniture, lamps, windowsills, vacuum and mop. I mean, they're telling us things that we know, but you get the idea. And then efficiency tips, task batching. So you're going to do the same task. So dusting, mirrors, floors, all in all the rooms before switching the task. All right. So let's say you're cleaning doors. Every door you have in the house, you do all the doors one time. Don't just go back to it, right? Deb's the highest someone. All right, we know how the cleaning thing goes, guys. We know how it goes. But anyway, the point is we were looking on how we can tailor our prompts to give us results based on who we are trying to get these results for. So what kind of cognitive style? Is it visual? Is it, name them for me. Do you remember? So is it visual? Is it analytical? Is it practical? And what was that other one? We had 4. So visual, practical, analytical, and creative. Thank you, D. All right, so as I said, I'm going to share the slides with you so that you can look back on these styles and decide which one you want to use in your prompting. So in conclusion, thank you, Deb. In conclusion, so different prompts, different minds. Recognize that effective communication means tailoring your prompts to match the cognitive style of your audience, even if the audience is AI. Efficiency through empathy. Matching your prompting style leads to clearer, faster, and more useful AI results, saving time and reducing frustration for both you and your AI. Beyond your own style. So while interacting with clients, teams, or students, challenge yourself to prompt for their preferred style, not just your own. It is a skill that will elevate your communication. So just imagine, you know that you have visual learners. Make sure that whatever you're prompting for, you have something for them. That's the whole point of this. You're trying to make sure that your results appeal to the type of thinker that you're doing stuff for. And most importantly, next time you prompt AI, will you make it explain things your way or the audience's way? So tell me in the chat, your way, so put my way, or A way. A is for audience. So my way or the audience way. You remember, you want to make sure that you're appealing to everyone. So your way, so my way, audience way. My way, audience way. All right. Perfect. Perfect. All right, guys. So remember that these sessions are recorded and it will be posted in the Facebook group, sent via email, and it's also on the Learning Tube replay page, as well as the Learning Tube YouTube page. Did you guys know that the Learning Tube has a YouTube page? If you didn't know, I'm gonna go over to YouTube and drop the link. Deidre, can you look for it for me, please? Deidre is gonna drop the link for us to look and subscribe to the Learning Tube so we can build up our subscribers. A lot of people have been subscribing, which is good. You see a whole host of replays there so that you can look at it. All right. So you can reach out to me at the help desk. You can reach out to me at the help desk and put attention Ava. All right. Still can't pronounce it. Reach out to me at the help desk. So I'm gonna put what the help desk is. Drop the help desk what they call it there, the help desk email for me, please, Dadrian. So support at AIinnovision.com and just say attention Ava. That's for KCHOU. And I will get it. All right. So thank you guys. And Dadrian, the support email, please, so that she can see it. So support at AIinnovision.com. Or just reply to any email that you've ever received from us and just have attention Ava and I'll get it. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me live and see you on the next one. Bye, guys.